Territory. It demands honesty.
Shows that you demolished their houses.
Fairness and justice.
Minister Wike. Minister Wike.
Two students protesting and heckling Nyesom Wike, the Minister of FCT, while he was giving a speech at Obafemi Awolowo University. This is normal. It happens all the time. Students can heckle, boo anyone they don't like. But what is wrong in this video is that SSS operatives can be seen harassing the students. Are they trying to arrest them? Arrest them for what? They only express themselves. Heckling is not a crime. Protesting with placards is not a crime. So what exactly are they doing? They are showing force. They are showing them that they have the power to intimidate them because they heckle their VIP. They are not supposed to be involved in anything like this. The highest the school authorities can do is to remove these students from the hall. Yes, it's done everywhere. If they see that they are not complying, they are disturbing the peace of the event, they can remove them. And the SSS operatives are not supposed to be the ones to remove them. They should just mind the VIP they came to the event with. Yes, it's so degrading for SSS operatives to descend so low to start intimidating, harassing students, and maybe they even arrested them. And the worst part also is that other students pretended as if nothing was going on in the hall. Maybe it was because it happened behind them, but they didn't show any sort of solidarity. This cannot happen in this university, even 10 years ago, not to talk of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Ife used to be among the top universities in Nigeria where student activism is well known. This wouldn't have happened even 10 years ago. The students would have blocked and prevented Wike from entering the gate in the first place, not to talk of entering the hall. So you can understand how even security agencies in the past used to be afraid of students. But today, they intimidate and harass students. Police harass students on the highways, along the streets. All security agents can intimidate and harass students and get away with it. Nigerian students must understand that every day as the day goes by, they continue losing their rights in their own country. If you suffer intimidation abroad in a foreign country, that's permissible, that's understandable, you don't have equal rights as a citizen. But in your own country of birth, where you have citizenship, you don't have any other country. If others can maltreat you and intimidate you abroad, you shouldn't tolerate that in your own country. Everyone should be equal here. Nigerian students resisted and protested against military regimes in the 70s, in the 80s, even in the 90s. How come they can no longer protest and resist a civilian regime? Yes, it doesn't make any sense that students cower before civilians, people who are not dictators. Of course, we know they are dictatorial going by their actions, but why have Nigerian students suddenly become cowardly when back in the day, students looked military men, soldiers, armed to the teeth in the streets? They looked them in the eye and still resisted and protested against them. Nigerian students must understand that they have continued to lose their rights in their own country. They should do something about it. Back in the day, SSS operatives would advise VIPs, hey, don't go here, students are active here. They were so afraid of students at that time, no one wanted to provoke them. So Nigerian students must understand one thing: injustice to one is injustice to all. Injustice doesn't discriminate. It can knock on your door one day and you will become a victim. So it's better to stand up together, unite and fight your common enemy so that your oppressors will stop intimidating and harassing you. If Nigerian students could resist brutal military dictatorships in the 70s, 80s and the 90s, you have no excuse to cower before civilian dictators. And since you don't react to anything they do to you, whatever story you hear of intimidation or harassment of any student, you never react to it, you take it lying low, you never react in a commensurate manner, it motivates them to do worse. They keep pushing the limits. Look at what they did to the NANS president, someone that was a victim of harassment, kidnap, assault. They did all sorts of things to this guy to break him. Upon that, he had the audacity to speak to the press and lay all the accusations against Tinubu's son. Today, they have intimidated him, they have broken him. He's currently being incarcerated. He has recanted his statement, and Nigerian students never protested for this guy. Yes, their own leader, the leader of NANS, is in detention by the SSS. Nigerian students couldn't protest on his behalf. So you can see that Nigerian politicians have infiltrated Nigerian students. They have become lame ducks. They can't challenge anyone. Whatever comes their way, they just wave it away and pretend as if it's nothing. But they must understand one thing. Every day your rights are being eroded. One day you will have no single one remaining. That means you cannot exist. You cannot challenge anyone. Anything that comes your way, you have to take it. Now, let's listen to what happened to the NANS president.
I was invited to Lagos to meet with Sheyi. I met with Sheyi and the Minister for Youth. The Minister for Youth, when he saw me, he hugged me in Lagos. We talked, and I was to be offered 100 million naira. But the thing is, it's not all about money. There are things which I stand for. You cannot ask me to begin to promote a president who has not done something for me to say he has done it. If he does something good, I will promote him. We will support him as the president and commander-in-chief. But where he is, you cannot say I should keep quiet. I won't do that. That we couldn't settle. And they felt that I'm being stubborn not to accept money and to come to Lagos without accepting money and going back. So they planned my abduction, and on the 15th, I was abducted. Of April, I was abducted, stripped naked, beaten seriously in collaboration with the MD of NTA. The MD of NTA, I was packaged to NTA to make involuntary statement that I am no longer, that I have renounced my position as NANS president. I did that to gain my freedom, but immediately I released a press statement that I was forced, it was under duress, and because I was naked, I was beaten. They claimed that they will share the video. That Sheyi told them that they can share the video, nothing will happen. And that even if they kill me, he will order. That was the word language I used. It is language that is telling me this. That he will instruct, yes, he will instruct the Inspector General of Police to cover it up. And if he doesn't do that, he will go. So I now asked, even this morning when somebody was telling me that, you know who Sheyi is, I say, yes, Sheyi is an ordinary citizen like myself. He's not occupying any official position. I told them yesterday, I made it clear that even if I'm coming to this hall and I'll be shot, I'll still come to this hall. At the end, today, the inauguration is concluded and I'm the NANS president. I want Nigerians to know what has happened and that we are not going to give up, and that Sheyi can do anything he wants to do. He's already in this hotel. This inauguration wouldn't have held. You can see the organization is not correct. See the way the things was hardly done. I told the MC, quickly start. Don't do no protocol. Do the inauguration as long as though they will be arresting or killing the NANS president now, who controls over 40 million Aluta forces. So I want to, for the want of time, I don't want to take much of our time, but I have told you in brief. So we cannot say, the most important thing which my government, which we want to do as leaders of NANS, is that we will fight the cultists. We will take away cultism from NANS, the touts from NANS. They are just bunch of touts and criminal elements. When politicians want to do anything, they recruit them to do all of these things, and that is what we have come to fight. I need your support for us to be able to do this, because without you supporting me, supporting our leadership, there's no way we'll be able to achieve this, because these people have gone far. They have no shame. I want to say, finally, that Sheyi Tinubu is a very bad example to the Nigerian youth. And the worst thing that will happen to Nigeria will be for Sheyi Tinubu to become the governor of Lagos State. He has no shame, he has no character. I have been stripped naked. He has my video in his phone. If we are in a country where things work, they are supposed to trace that in his phone, and he should be prosecuted. I do not know if what he wants to do with my naked video in his phone. It is also in the phone of the senior special assistant to the president on student affairs. The secretary, when we went to submit a letter to the Minister of Defense, the essay to the Minister of Defense told him that he saw my naked video while they were beating me, that is also in his own phone. This is the country that we are, but they are making a mistake with the wrong person. The honest solution to this for them to do the right thing, or they should quickly terminate my life. I thank you very much for listening, Your Excellency.